sticky, glossy coating on some super crispy chicken and sprinkling of sesame seeds. This is my ultimate sesame chicken. Sesame chicken, one of those Chinese restaurant classics. I've got a version that's a little tweaked, a little bit lighter without the batter that is much easier to make at home. So before we do anything, let's talk about the chicken. I'm using chicken breast. You could easily use thigh as well, and I want them in very small, thin pieces. The first thing we want to do is get lots of flavor onto our chicken. So we're going to do a little marinade. I'm going to start off with some garlic, and finely grating this garlic is actually going to make the garlic a stronger flavor rather than just chopping it. Some soy sauce, some sesame oil, and the next ingredient is egg white. So just the egg white because I want to keep this really nice and light, but I do want that extra bit of liquid in this marinade because that's going to help us when we come to do the coating in the flour. You'll see a little bit later on. And then I just want a little pinch of salt as well. Now just mix all of that through, making sure that egg white is evenly mixed. And then I'm just gonna set that aside while I make my sauce. So I need some chicken stock first of all, and some soy sauce, and some vinegar, and some sugar. I love how simple the ingredients are for this one. Okay, so now we come to the part where we're going to do our coating for the chicken, and this is going to be in lieu of, you know, that kind of thick, stodgy batter that you usually get. Instead of doing that, we're just going to pour a whole lot of chicken here, plus the marinade as well, so the liquid is important. And then just toss all of this through with the flour, and that extra liquid and the flour are going to create all these little nooks and crannies all over the chicken pieces, and they're going to crisp up and get nice and crunchy in our oil. So if you have a look here, you can see there's lots of little bits and pieces sticking to our chicken, exactly what we want. Okay, so now we're ready to deep fry, and I'm just going to use a wooden chopstick to see if my oil is hot enough. Yep, I can see lots of little bubbles, so that tells me that this oil is ready to go. Now the key here is not to overcrowd your pan. Just carefully place in those pieces of chicken, and you'll probably need to do this in about 2 or 3 batches depending on how large your pan is. Now just move the pieces around a little bit, make sure they're not sticking together or sticking to the bottom of the pan. I find giant novelty chopsticks very good for this kind of purpose, but you know, you can just use tongs, is fine as well. Now once these guys are looking really nice and golden, take them out and drain them on some paper towel. And then just keep going until you've done all of your chicken. So now we're at the part where everything gets all sticky and gooey and awesome. We're going to start off in the wok, or any frying pan is fine. And now when that pan's really nice and hot, I'm going to pour in our sauce. And I just want to let this simmer and bubble away for a few minutes just to thicken it a little and let that sugar dissolve. Now you can see this has come to like a rolling boil, and also I can kind of smell that vinegar starting to burn off a little bit now. Oh, and when I've got foggy glasses, that's when you know it's ready. Okay, so I'm gonna add in my corn flour that I've mixed with a little bit of water. Ooh, check out that gloss, my goodness. So exciting. Now I'm gonna add in my chicken. And hear how crispy that is? And now you wanna toss everything together until that chicken is beautifully coated, glossy and shiny. And then finally, I want a really good sprinkling of my sesame seeds on here. If that is not one happy looking little dish, I don't know what is. Look at that. Okay, now just serve it up. And just one final little flourish of sesame seeds for my liking. And now it would be totally criminal for me not to try this and torture you guys with how good it is. That sauce is so like sweet and tangy, and that beautiful chicken, and it's so light, so much lighter than the takeaway version. I mean, I could just eat this all day. You guys don't have to watch me eating it all day. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them below. And if you enjoyed the video, why not hit that subscribe button plus the little bell one, and that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks guys.
food.